Oh yeah, Milk's here.
And a MoNaCo.
Oh, you didn't expect anybody else to do.
Hello, minions.
Video number 6.
Page 15.
There we go. We got to learn about indicators today. What do indicators do again, MoNaCo?
They on my car, they tell you if you're going to be turning left or right or stopping.
Oh, dig it. Signals.
Indicators, signals, something that tells you something about what's going on.
And this is acids, bases, so I want to know
if it's an acidic solution or a basic solution from an indicator.
There you go. So they're basically going to change colors to let us know am I acid or base.
These are really fun. We got a nice lab activity for you to play around with. But the simplest way to understand table M,
well, let's be honest,
is like,
before we even get into it, this is one of those tables, if you don't listen to this and practice
you're going to feel clueless.
Yeah, it's weird how it works, but once you get it, you'll get it.
It's weird the way they chose to put the information into table M.
Yeah, I mean, it's there.
And it's all there. But if you don't understand how we're about to show you this, you're not going to just intune it and figure it out yourself.
Right. This is not intuitive. No. So listen to this,
yeah.
Figure it out,
it's not
and then practice. Yeah, and then practice, because it's going to take a little bit. And then once you get it, you're going to have it. It's going to be no big deal.
So, how does an indicator die work?
So basically, the left of the range is that color. So if we look at this methyl orange, the range is 3.1 to 4.4. If my number comes up left of 3.1, I will be the left color, red.
When I add methyl orange to the solution.
Right, if the pH is less than 3.1.
Okay, so the right of the range is the right-hand color. So if you're using methyl orange and the pH of the solution that you're working with is greater than 4.4, methyl orange will be yellow.
Ooh, and here's the part where we need to be good little, I don't know, kindergarten art kids, but ready? In the middle of the range, you need to mix the colors.
Red and yellow mix to make, oh wow, orange, name of compound, methyl orange.
Here we go. So if I have like a pH of say 3.6, it's right in the middle of that range, I'll be orange.
And this particular indicator would not be a great one to use if you're talking about the middle of that range. If you know your solution is pH 4, and you're asked what indicator would show you a color change at pH 4, methyl orange is probably not one you want to use because you're right in the middle of the range.
Right.
You want to be to one side or the other side of the range where your color is going to be a truly bold, proper one or the other, not a mix.
Right. But one of the nice things about this, though, and technically kind of how these things work is you generally apply more than one indicator.
Right. That pH paper you're so familiar with actually has all of these indicators in it. That's why it changes a rainbow, and you have to compare it to the key to see which one it is.
It gives you a specific color now. So what we might do is have to use 3 or 4 of these with the different data, and then apply it to the pH range to narrow in on what the pH could be.
If it wasn't here, then narrow it in as tight as
narrows it in. So let's just do it.
See how it actually works with the number scale.
So let's do methyl orange first.
Okay.
And we got to have red and yellow. You guys can color code this the best you can.
Cool.
Okay. If you got to, at home, if you have to draw the range and write the color for today, we're okay with that. In lab, you will be using colors. So MoNaCo. Methyl orange. So
from pH of 0 to 3.1, methyl orange looks
red.
Just like your shirt today.
There you go. So from 0 to 3.1, he's going to use a red line. Okay?
There you go.
And then let's do 4.4 and higher is going to be yellow. And notice this is a very large, green is yellow, sir. Green is yellow, sir.
You're right. Change the colors on these things.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. 4.4.
Yes, the whole green fuzz yellow thing is for MoNaCo, not for you guys. Okay?
Yeah. Green is not yellow. Green is.
So in a pH range of that range, it would be yellow. Now notice that's a really large range.
Right. So methyl orange is not something that you'd want to use to tell the difference between pH 12, 13, 14.
No.
Hell.
But it might help you decide real quick that if it's not red, then it's not on that far left range. So
and notice methyl orange is going to be red in a strong acid.
There you go. So that's if we have an inkling that it's a strong acid, that methyl orange is something we could use.
At the same time, though, it's yellow in a weak acid and all bases. So it's not too useful, but it has its purpose.
It does have its purpose. Now, we're not going to do the orange in the middle, but in the middle of those two lines would be orange.
Kind of a mix of the two.
Okay, bromothiamyl blue. Bring them on over.
Bromothiamyl blue.
So just looking at this color change chart, yellow's on the left, and I see 6.0. So from 0 to 6.0, we should be yellow. Okay? And then from 7.6 and up, I should be blue.
7.6 onward.
Now we don't have a green marker for you anymore, but now yellow and blue make green. So if you used bromothymol blue and it came up green, you can see there is a pretty good narrow range in there where it would be.
And this would be a very useful indicator for telling the difference between any acid and any base, because the range where it switches is right around pH 7.
Yeah, hey, here's a little carrot for you if you're listening. Why don't you ask MoNaCo and I to show you this in class? It's really pretty cool. You're going to like it.
Yeah, you're actually going to do it in lab too. So.
Oh, they do it?
Yeah, I have a lab activity where you
Well,
test
yeah,
a
but
bunch of different solutions. Oh, yeah. There's that one too. That's
Yeah,
cool.
we're going to demo this one for you.
Yeah. Ask about
All right,
that one.
phenolphthalein. This is what we're going to use in lab for the titration.
Yeah, it's one of our
You
favorites.
hit that board? Yeah, there you go.
Try it again.
Yeah, you
Technical difficulties.
You click
Try
my,
again.
You click my click. So
Phenolphthalein.
Phenolphthalein, I look and I see from the left color is colorless and the left number is 8. So 8 and left, I'm colorless.
I'm not going to draw anything on there because of that.
Okay,
I can't
fine.
draw in colorless.
No, you cannot. But from 9 to the right is going to be pink.
So I'm going to pick up my black pen, which has been color-coded pink now. And
Nice.
that's a beautiful, awesome, like the most vibrant pink magenta that you've ever seen.
It is neat.
So that color change is really useful for telling us,
If it's a base or not.
more or less a strong base or not. So yes, as soon as our solutions become basic, that indicator will go bing and turn it pink from
Right.
nothing.
And
which
you're
is
going to
really
find
cool.
out that, just a heads up in the lab, if you get that cool pink, you've gone too far.
Yeah, that's too far. You'll see in the
You'll see what we're
video.
talking about in the lab. Okay, next one, litmus. We've heard of litmus paper before.
Which is one of the many pH indicators in pH paper.
Yep, and we're usually using red for acid for litmus. So I see red is the left-hand color and 4.5 is my left-hand number. So 0 to 4.5 is going to be red. And then from 8.3 and higher, I will be blue. And in the middle, red and blue is purple.
Right, so that's actually a pretty wide range of middle there.
So it really is just, is it an acid or is it a base?
Right, and is it a strong acid or is it a strong base?
Yeah, not even one of the weakest. Okay, so next one is bromothiamyl, or sorry,
Bromocresol.
bromocresol green. Yeah, I couldn't read it.
We don't use this one too often, but it makes
No.
cool color changes because, like, yellow, blue.
Ooh.
Go ahead and explain while
So
I draw, sir.
the left color is yellow and the left number is 3.8. So 0 to 3.8 will be yellow. And then the right number is 5.4 and the right color is blue. So from 5.4 and higher, I will be blue. And in between the two, I will be green, which I no longer have on my smartboard. So you just know. And look at that, bro. Both of those, bromothymol and bromocresol, look pretty similar. The ranges are just a little different.
Yeah, they're shifted by a few pH units.
Okay. And the last one, we have thymol blue, which I believe we use the most in living environment.
Yeah, maybe.
If I'm not mistaken. I think they use thymol blue a lot. So this one, left color is yellow. So from 0 to 8 is yellow. Huge range. Basically all acids and some super weak bases. And then from 9.6 and up is blue. And in the middle will, of course, be green when I mix my blue and yellow together.
So there's no real rhyme or reason to why they're named an indicator. It usually has something to do with one of the colors that they're capable of making. But phenolphthalein, it should be pinkolphthalein, but it just isn't. That's the most common one that you will see, and it's also the scariest one to spell.
Sure.
Just ask Milks how to spell this.
No,
You'll have to look it up.
You know how long it takes for me to spell something like that? And then there's methyl orange too. We do see a lot of methyl orange.
We do. But phenolphthalein, I think, is the wheelhouse.
Regardless, you don't have to memorize these things.
Because they're on table M.
But what you don't see in table M is instinctually how to use it.
Right. It doesn't have a key. It should.
You think. I mean, as far as this whole left side, right side thing.
Right.
So now we got to use it a few times, so we know how to use it, and then all the information's there. We can access it, and we are on our way. Let's go do lab. Now you know how to read table M and manipulate our indicator data.
The rest of the lectures here, I think we're going to have to start focusing on the actual calculations in mathematics. But beyond that, oh wait, we've got neutralizations to do,
Yep.
constant titrations, and that's about it, right?
Yeah, that's really it.
And a couple more videos. So thanks for watching on this one.
See you guys.
See ya.